Hello and welcome to Hixxy Studio. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this diorama card. We are going to be using this die set. This is called the Snowflake Nesting Dies from Winter Charm by Jeanine's Art, and we are also using the landscape die set from the same collection. So we're heading towards making, as always happens in the craft world, sort of June, July time. But this can just be kind of more of a wintry thing, so it's called Winter Charm. Okay, let's have a look at how we make this. So the first thing I want to show you is how to make this sort of diorama thing. Now, it will fold flat to go in an envelope, so that these will push in and this will push down. So it will go flat like that in your envelope. So I've got two, we're using some this is Centura Pearl Hint of Gold, and I'm using some plain white card and some other, some linen card, just to sort of play with the textures because it's white on white. So I've got these two bits, 7x5, and we need to score both of them, and we need to score at a half and 1 both ends, like so. Now when you score, and you'll fold like that. Now what I need really to do is to turn that over and score that way, because we need to fold that back, so it will fold like that, and then it will fold up like that, so it'll be like that. I will do it properly in a moment. Now the other one needs to go the other way. Okay, so we need the half on that side and the one on that side. Switch over the one there and the half there, and that's so that the pearl is showing through the diorama as well as sort of on the front. So this one will go this way. Let's find my blend folder. That and like that. That and like that. So it will sit like that, and then this one goes the opposite way. So we go up there, and then we back. We fold there, and then we fold back. Now we're not going to stick these together yet, because if we did that, then it's difficult to do here. And also we need to cut an aperture here. Okay, so what I need to do is, first of all, we're going to cut this. No, we're not. What I'm going to do, rewind. So this is going to be the front, so I'm turning it over, and I am drawing lines from corner to corner. This is just to help me make the placement of my aperture. So I'm not cutting this, but what I'm doing is I am trying to make sure, I'm not sure I've got this very straight actually. There we go. This bit was this line has not come from here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut like that, and I'm going to cut this out, and then I'll rub those lines out. So grab my knife. But I'm just having a slight because I think what I really need to do is to cut that size out. Because when I do this, that's the size. If I cut that out, no, I'm going to we're going to try this. I can't have a slight inkling that this, because that will cover it, even if this is wrong. Too late now, I've cut it. I think we'll be all right. I'm second guessing myself, that's the problem. Oh, hello. Right, to stay still. Yeah. And then this one. And then this one. Legs still. Oh, haven't quite cut through there. Where's that holding on? That's holding on there as well. There we go. Right. Excellent. So that's going to be up to there. Here. There. What I need to do now is I've got a piece of just plain white card, and I need to cut all of these. So I need this as well. So we're going to cut them all in one go. So we get one pass through. It probably won't be one pass through. We might have to do a couple, but you never know, we might get lucky. So we're going to do it this way. And also, that at the same time, out of this card, no, I'm not, because I want those out of pearl. I don't want those out of plain white, so we'll do those out of pearl. Got some pearl card. Maybe we'll do them at the same time. Let's you know what, I'm gonna regret this, I know, but I'm gonna try and do it all at the same time. So let's cut this down. Okay, and cut that one down. And I'm going to chop that size as well. I'm going to I'm going to regret this. I absolutely know I'm going to regret this, but hey ho, nothing ventured. So I'm going to try and cut it all in one go. So I have the two parts of the landscape, and they cut out separately. So I'm going to, I've got a bit of hammered card there. The thing with die cutting, and if you put pressure on, the texture doesn't always stay, so it's not a big deal. We'll just see how we go. And then I'm going to see if we can cut that one out of the linen. Okay, so okay, so my lovely walkie board here. I'm going to see if we can get it to cut. And I am going to, and I don't normally do this, but just because I've got so much on there, I'm going to go straight for the magnetic. And I could regret this, but we'll see. So let's see if we can get it all cut in one fell swoop. I have already got a few of the snowflakes cut in plain card and in one of the texture cards. Let's turn that over. Let's have a look. That's it. That one's cut fine. That one's cut fine. Those are cut fine. And so have those. Yay. All in one go. All in one shebang. So let's empty those out because we're going to need those in a minute. Oops. I don't need that now. Right, let's get these things out of the dies. I won't need all of these snowflakes, but I just like to have some different finishes to sort of group together so they're not all the same. There we go. Right, let's put those back. Put those in there for the minute. Like so. And take the tape off and pick this one out. There isn't anything to emboss on this, so there's no point running it through to try and get any embossed detail. It's all just sort of a flat cut really there. That's one part of the landscape. And this is the other part. Take the tape off. I'm going to put that one back just so that I can show you where that's come from. And then this is the other part of the landscape with the trees and the little deer. So there's our two bits for our landscape. Let's pop these little waste pieces out. And that can go back in like so. And that. Right, so let's have a look at this. Now this piece has popped out from in there. We don't need that. So that's okay. I mean, you can, if you're careful with your placement, you can get a whole sort of graded set of nesting. You can see I'm not necessarily got my things lined up very well, but I'm after just these bits that are actually in these little frame parts of the die. Like so. Now this, okay. Whoa, just whoa is what I need to do. So I've got those three parts. Let's take these out. And these are going to go in the background inside the diorama. Okay. Let's put those on here. Now, the reason I went whoa is because I almost forgot that. We don't need these bits or that bit, so I'm just going to get rid of those for now. Now, these bits here, now just be careful if it wants to start popping itself out. These bits here are very, very delicate. So before you try to take the die out, make sure that you have been and popped them all out, because they can get caught in the die and literally rip off from the rest of the die cut. So just very carefully, if you pop them out, you should be okay, but even so, just go carefully because they are probably the weakest part. Now this is going to go over here. Now, you know, I was faffing about what size was I going to cut out. I think it's better that I cut the bigger one out because I haven't now got to try and line this up exactly with my cutout. I can make it fit the top here and not worry as to whether, you know, it's lined up with the aperture that I've cut below. So just going to flatten that out a little bit, and we'll clean that out in a moment. There's my I need my glue, so grab a piece of paper and my fine tip one. So with my fine tip applicator. Once it's going, get the glue down to the tip. There we go. I am going round the outside. Now I'm doing this fairly quickly, so at home just take a little bit more time to make sure that these fragile little bits around the outside have some glue on them, so that they will stick down and not end up being pulled off. So I'm not doing it all at home, you will do it all, but I'm just making sure these little outer bits, particularly these vulnerable corner bits, have some glue on them so that they will actually stick down to the diorama. So I have got another video using this particular die set to make a box. So if you like your 3D things, there's another idea on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, you'll get updates on when we put new things on. Okay, so I realised that I didn't put any other glue on there. So I'm on a bit of a wing and a prayer, really, hoping that is going to stick. I forgot to put glue around this bit, but you know, we'll go with it because it looks like it'll hold for the purposes of my demonstration. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, right, so that's the outside, the front part done, if you like. And then what I'm going to do now is, this is why we don't stick it down, because I now need to build up my little scene in the middle. So I'm going to stick this one down. Kind of like almost going to open that out. Right, put that way. I'm kind of going to like open that out like that so it's lined up, and then pop that through like so. So that is now in the correct place to show through there. And then these ones are going to just go in sort of like this. Ooh, if I can get them to sit. There we go. And oh, there it is. Run away. This is the smaller of the frames. Like so. Okay. Okay. So you can see I've got the three nesting frames in, and now it's a case of putting these on. Now I have used some 3D glue gel. You just need to be a little bit careful, because there's some quite thin bits that you need to get glue gel on. You don't really particularly want it showing through. So that's the first one, and I'm just going to check how much goes up on there. So that's raised just slightly. Ooh, don't take that with you. Now this one, I need more glue, and it's more glue on the one where there is less space to put glue on. So I'm kind of just, you see what I'm doing, I'm just kind of like trying to build it up on the where there is space to build it up. It's not. I mean, if you have really little foam pads, you might prefer to use those. So this is going to sit over the top of that one. Have I got it up high enough? Yes, I do. Okay, like so. And then just choose 3 of the snowflakes to go in here. So I've chosen 3 different textures. Like so. There. Okay, now I'm going to glue this on this, so I need glue down there and glue down there. Now just remember, you can't squish this flat because you've got stuff in there that's drying, but actually you don't really need to if you get that lined up and give it a good pinch. And then the same at the other end, get it lined up and give it a good pinch, like so. And then we can get the other 3 big snowflakes and put them in this corner, like so. 1, 2, and the last one like that. And then we've got a bow to finish off up here. So there we have our little diorama card. Lovely little white on white, just choosing different kind of finishes to the card to give it a little bit of variation and texture. And I have used, if I can get my glue in, but I have used 2 die sets from Jeanine's Art Winter Charm collection. So we've used the snowflake nesting dies, and we've used the landscape die set to create that. So check out the channel. Like I said, I've got another project making a box using the nesting dies. Oh no, what's that? A little bit of fluff. And then I've got another box using the landscape dies. So lots of 3D projects with this. You can look, see what inspires you. Thank you for joining me.